Now we're moving into the collection phase, phase 3 of the investigative life cycle. This is where the investigation really starts to take shape. Collection is the part everyone recognizes. Gathering information, interviewing people, pulling documents, securing digital evidence. But here's the key point: collection is not the end goal. It's just the raw material we need for the next stages: verification and analysis. We're building toward a conclusion based on the totality of information, not just isolated pieces. Let's walk through the major components of this phase. First, we have gathering information from witnesses. Interviews are often the richest source of insight because they give us context that documents alone can't provide. We follow a deliberate sequence: complainant first, then neutral witnesses, and finally the respondent. That way, by the time we speak to the accused, we already have enough information to test their account. Interviews can happen in person, over video, by phone, or even through written questionnaires if we're dealing with a large group. Regardless of the format, we rely on tactical questioning using the 5W1H framework and open-ended prompts to get the pure version of events. And before the interview ends, we review our notes with the witness and secure a signed statement. That locks down their account and prevents future backtracking. Next, we gather information from documents. Documents give us a stable record of events and help refresh memories that may have faded. As a rule, we review documents before interviews so we understand the issue and know who the key players are. These records can include personnel files, attendance logs, emails, memos, anything that helps us reconstruct what happened. We also handle documents forensically. We secure originals and work from photocopies during the field phase to avoid accidental damage or tampering. And our document collection includes both internal audits like financial logs and external research, such as court filings or property records. Then we move into information from systems, which is where digital forensics comes in. Electronic data is fragile and easily manipulated, so we follow strict procedures to make sure it's collected properly. We aim to extract all relevant electronically stored information using write-blocking tools so we don't alter metadata. We distinguish between live acquisition capturing volatile data like RAM and network connections from a powered on system, and dead acquisition, which pulls static data from powered off storage. We also follow the order of volatility, collecting the most fragile data first. And we don't just look at visible files, we examine metadata like timestamps and hidden cells to build accurate timelines and detect attempts to conceal information. Modern investigations also rely heavily on digital platforms. People leave digital footprints everywhere. We may review emails, instant messages, texts, or social media activity. OSINT open source intelligence lets us gather information from public forums, news articles, and geolocation data to corroborate or challenge witness accounts. And in some cases, where legally permitted, we may use tools like voicemail monitoring or screen capture to uncover concealed communications. Finally, we have integrity and chain of custody, which apply to every piece of evidence we collect. We maintain a chronological record showing who handled the evidence, when, and where it was stored. This protects us from claims of tampering. We also follow confidentiality and privacy principles, collecting only what we need and using the least intrusive methods possible. And before we store any evidence, we sanitize the target media to ensure no old data contaminates the new material. So that's the collection phase. It's structured, disciplined, and focused on gathering the raw material we need for the next steps. When done properly, it sets us up for accurate verification, strong analysis, and defensible conclusions.